The final is about to get underway. Jeff Smith takes on Jimmy Van Schie. Are we going to have our first ever Canadian/North American champion, or is Jimmy Van Schie going to join his compatriot Marvin Van Velzen on the Roll of Honour? £25,000, a place in the ADC Global Championship, and a spot in the Super Series history books is on the line. It's the final, and it's time to get it underway.
The silencer, Jeff Smith.
He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final.
Here's Jimmy Van Schie!
Jimmy Van Schie is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Well, welcome back to the party here in Portsmouth. We're coming to you live on Pluto TV from the Modus Live Lounge. Well, this is it, the grand final of the 11th Modus Super Series. And yes, of course, we're ready. The players are ready. And it's tungsten time. So please welcome the silencer, Jeff Smith. And can you please welcome the Dutch Sequoia? Here's Jimmy Van Schie!
I could get the highs and the lows. 5-star suite, she ain't never gone home. New Kelly Birkin, red bottoms on soles.
The 10th name on the Modus Super Series will be either Jeff Smith or Jimmy Van Schie. Who is going to climb to the Live Lounge Summit? Let's find out in the company of your big match commentary team of Vincent van der Voort and Matthew Edgar.
Thank you, Henry, and here we go. One more game, one more match, one more win, and you've got £25,000, the Modus Super Series crown, and a place in the ADC Global Championship. And if the semi-finals are anything to go by, it's going to be very, very hard to split the pair. Both winning their games by 4-2. Van der Velde and Graham Usher going down to this pair. But when we look at the winning numbers, both averaging 93.56 for Jimmy Van Schie, 93.13 for Jeff Smith, but 12 missed darts at the double for Jimmy Van Schie. Just further frank the form and the story and the billing of this game, that we have the scorer in Jimmy Van Schie taking on the doubler, the finisher, that is the silencer, Jeff Smith.
Yeah, so you can see that Jimmy is probably the better scorer of the two. But Jeff Smith is so dangerous when he gets a finish, and when he get a chance, he will take it. His double 18 in the semi-final was ruthless.
Just 15 darts at a double this evening for Jeff Smith, and that's all he's needed to convert 11. An absolute exceptional return rate. But this isn't the first time the pair have met this evening. They have already played on the stage at the end of their group campaign. Jimmy Van Schie picking up a 4-3 success on that occasion, but a quality game that was exactly the same as what we're spilling here. The scorer versus the finisher. Vincent, do you put anything on the fact that Jimmy Van Schie's already beat Jeff Smith tonight, or is this just a completely different game and that's completely irrelevant now?
I think it's irrelevant. You have to put that aside. This is just one match. And the last match was 4-3. It was very close. So he has to put that aside and just, this is a final. And
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Finals are always different.
First leg, Jeff to throw first.
Where Jeff has to start good, because Jimmy has every match this evening. Jimmy started brilliant, and then after 2 legs he calmed down a little bit and then come up again with his level.
140.
So he has to stay with him for the beginning.
And Jeff Smith has won the bullseye here. The only game of the week which has a bullseye to see who throws first. Jeff Smith earning that right in the practice room. And that could be a huge advantage, because when they met earlier on, Jimmy Van Schie was the player who had the throw, and the scoreline was 4-3 in the favour of Jimmy Van Schie.
Yeah, exactly. So for Jeff, it's just got to be hold your own throw, especially in the beginning of the match. So you keep the crowd a little bit out of the match, and you get Jimmy a little bit worried.
Some great names there on that trophy. Someone
140.
add their name to it. Jeff Smith, Jimmy Van Schie, one more game. But you mentioned about Jimmy Van Schie traditionally starting
Jeff
quite quickly. Jeff Smith is out the traps here.
Yeah, that's why I mean the finals are always different than normal group games or semi-finals, whatever.
72.
Yeah, this is the player that we dubbed as the finisher. Maybe trying to take both of those titles en route to taking the overall title here.
80.
But another one of those darts for Jimmy Van Schie. He's
Jeff
had quite a few of those
58.
tonight, but that one could be the costly one here for this leg. Gives Jeff Smith time to be allowed to make this mistake.
40.
And that's a difficult one now. 18 left, so for Jimmy, just put pressure on. Hit as many triples as possible. Can't find one.
56. Jeff
So what's Jeff going to do? He's going to go
18.
straight for the double 9.
Nine.
This is exactly why I'm not a fan of double 18. That he leaves himself now with a lot of
Jimmy
trouble.
requires
If he went for to go for tops, he wouldn't be in this situation.
It'd be so ironic if Jimmy Van Schie takes out this 1-8 and completely reverses the billing. Because Jeff Smith's been the scorer and the finishing's letting him down.
57.
Where Jimmy Van Schie, the guy who said was the scorer, 18 darts, he's not even down to a double.
Oh, just in the one.
Game from the first leg.
He will be a big relief for him. He
Jeff
knew
Smith.
this leg, he was the better player. So, but almost give Jimmy
Second
a
leg. Jimmy
chance
to
to
throw
steal the leg.
first. Game on.
Jimmy doesn't like that dart. 1, it's loose, and 2, it's low. But a great
134.
switch there. Good use of the board. Just going underneath the treble, not ideal for Jimmy Van Schie. It's where he's been getting those deflections and those bounce outs.
140.
Jeff Smith is scoring really well. He believes he can win this match, and Jimmy has got he has to win his own leg now.
140.
Good
91.
last dart. Still in the leg. He needs a little bit of Jimmy now that he doesn't hit any trebles, so he can come back in the game. But
96.
triple 19 works well for him.
I suppose when your opponent's scoring as well as Jimmy Van Schie is right now, for Jeff Smith it's just hold on to him, be there, and if the mistake comes at the back end of the leg, if he doesn't take his chance,
60.
you've got to be there to strike.
Jimmy
Instead,
requires 131.
Jimmy Van Schie now 6 darts, a bit of time on his side.
$91.
I actually like that play coming away there, because that could have got a little bit awkward trying to play around that dart into the single 20. So reduces the risk of the bust. Comes back 3 darts in hand at top, so a 13 dart leg.
40. Game from the
That's a very
second
good hole
leg.
of throw.
Jimmy Van
Pressure is
Schie.
back on Jeff now. Needs a good start in the third leg.
Third leg, Jeff to throw first. Game on.
I think
57.
we're also seeing further confirmation of the assessment before the match started of Jeff Smith just very controlled, very measured in his approach, where I think Jimmy Van Skee's got to the point of the night where
59.
he's literally living and breathing every shot, as we can see from the reaction there.
Yeah, Jeff is more in control. He's more the guy who you think you should play darts, and Jimmy just gives everything. Every throw, his head moves. He's trying to force a dart in, but he's playing really well tonight.
135.
It's a sort of game where
34.
one or two mistakes could cost you it all. And that is a mistake for Jeff Smith.
And this is the moment for Jimmy to step in and take control over this match.
Surprised he tried to persist there in forcing that
59.
one past.
Yeah, exactly. His treble 19 has worked perfectly for him in the last leg, and all of a sudden he moves around the jockey.
$140.
Needs 2 trebles now to get, or his favorite finish of the week with a ton.
100.
Oh no.
Jeff
Could you imagine if it goes again? But first of all, Jeff Smith 130 just needs the 1 treble to get a dart at the bullseye. Not going to go. Could you imagine if Jimmy Van Skee, for the
58.
second time this week,
Jimmy
takes out a
requires
crucial
148.
148. 2 treble 20s and a double 14.
Don't finish it this time, but Jeff is still 72, and that
60.
sounds like an easy one, but it's a
Jeff
very difficult
requires
finish
72.
in the final of this week. Third leg, you need a hold of throw. Very good treble 16, double 12.
Game's on the third
Great hold
leg.
of throw. This is why
Jeff
he's so
Smith.
good at finishing between 60 and 100. If he's in form, he hits those
Fourth
finishes
leg,
with ease.
Jimmy to throw first. Game on.
And that's the difference between the levels. You know, what is the difference between a good player and a tour card holder, and then the difference between a
40.
tour card holder and someone in the top 32? It's just the frequency of those type of shots. A lot of the time you find that players can cancel themselves out in the
40.
scoring phase.
You can see Jimmy is a little bit hurt now. He doesn't play as freely anymore.
81.
Darts are different in the board. He tried to force that one. He almost fell over. This is the time for Jeff to step in.
The release is just gone at the moment for Jimmy Van Skee, hasn't it? Held on to that last dart far
44.
too long.
Yeah, he needs to try to step back. He does that. Takes his time now and regroup and goes again. Low again.
100.
He will be happy with that.
Yeah, keeps him in the game. Reminder, £25,000 the
100.
prize for winning this match. So you can expect to see some nerves. You can expect to see some tension on the stage.
85.
Yeah. You would have a plus your name on that trophy. Will be there forever. Jeff is off as well.
100.
He's having trouble to get his first dart where he wants to.
You tend to find in really important games like this, there's always a nervy leg. And normally what makes it snap out is someone goes, it's 2 trebles, and then it just sort of brings it all back in. When you get that big call from the referee once again, it just sort of resets everything. No trouble with the last there.
35.
6 darts for 100. That
Jimmy requires
should be enough.
100. Game's on the fourth leg. Jimmy Van Skee.
Still back on throw, and this reminds me of his final against Marvin van Velzen. He
Fifth
couldn't
leg,
break
Jeff
the
to
throw
throw
again,
first.
and he lost 4-3.
Game on.
And he's in the same situation again. He needs to break the throw of Jeff Smith.
And he hasn't had a chance as of yet, has he? He had the shot the 128 in the opening leg, but didn't really scare
44.
it too much. He's not even been sat ready on a double to pounce should Jeff Smith miss. But we said he's the scorer. That that scoring power needs to start coming now, because Jeff Smith's opened the door here in this opening shot.
60.
Yeah, Jeff's scoring is gone. The last leg.
$100.
He will be happy with just a straight on. He knows now where he can find it again. He hopes now that he doesn't get a 180 against him, but he's in this leg.
97.
Sort of feel this is going to be won by a string of about 9 darts.
140. $98. $100. $28. Jeff requires 117.
What a chance to get one leg away from winning this amazing title.
77.
This is where that a bit of a slip with the last visit here for Jimmy Van Schie. He's not there ready to strike. He will be this time, but you don't expect Jeff Smith to constantly miss
Jeff requires
opportunities.
40.
Certainly 3 at the outer ring.
But the pressure is full on now.
Game
Great
on the
darter.
5th leg.
Under that kind of pressure, he knows
Jeff
now
Smith.
he needs one more leg. And Jimmy is in the same situation as he was against Marvin van Velzen.
6th leg. Jimmy to throw first. Game on. 60.
Just never quite looks settled here, Jimmy Van Schie. Jeff Smith's been around long enough to notice the signs, to see the telltale signs, to draw
41.
confidence. But he's still got to do the job. Just because your opponent's struggling doesn't mean you're going to get an easy pass. He's still got to cross the line.
Sometimes it's difficult. If you
96.
see your opponent struggle, you wanna hurt him. And if you're not playing well yourself, because this match is by far the worst match of the evening.
100.
It's the one that's got the most on it as well, isn't it? So no surprise to see the level dropping as that sort of forward projection starts to go. What
60.
this game could bring you. A trophy right there. And all the riches and glory.
$78.
They're level again, but Jimmy still has the advantage of throwing first. Good shot.
133.
Puts him in control of this leg. Only a 180 will hurt him.
$58. Jimmy requires 152. $60.
This is the time for Jeff Smith to put pressure on him. Lovely third eye. He can use that barrel to get in a top 40. Use the top 80. Oh, the pressure is on now. 92 for
Jimmy
Jimmy.
requires
Has he
92.
got a bull run? No, he's got straight for the treble. I think he goes for double 18. Not a double 18.
Absolute class quality there for Jimmy Van Schie. What a time to stand up and take notice. Jeff Smith was stood ready on a potential 2-darter to win the title. 2 double 18s for Jimmy Van Schie to send us all the way. We was here earlier. Jeff Smith, Jimmy Van Schie. It was 3-3. It went the way of Jimmy Van Schie,
59.
courtesy of the fact he thrown first. But Jeff Smith, with the darts, has come up dry, offering an opportunity here for Jimmy Van Schie. 140 would be absolutely golden.
Oh, 2 trebles. He starts really well. Puts the pressure on Jeff now. He needs to respond. It's only a tom, so you would feel that Jimmy feeling his chance is growing now. Great first dart. He needs another one.
85.
One treble visits will feel enough right now. They'll feel like you're going to get an opportunity. Feel like you could get those chances.
94.
What a great pick-off. Last dart in hand for Jeff Smith. This is tense.
Jimmy needs a treble.
59.
Jeff is back in control now with the leg, so he would want to have a minimum of one treble now. Gets it.
98.
This is the point of the game, isn't it, where you've really got to concentrate on your own game, but you're also very aware and you're hoping your opponent misses at the same time, rather than just being in your own bubble. But
53.
a wayward dart for Van Ski. Jeff Smith is
150.
guaranteed 6 darts.
He just won't have a single treble, that he leaves a 2-darter for the match. That's a bit of a
58.
let-off as well. If Jimmy can now put pressure on, there will be a lot of pressure on that 92. Needs trebles. Maybe the bull now.
55.
Poor
Jeff
leg.
requires 92.
92 for the match.
This could be it. Is this Jeff Smith's moment? Starts on the bullseye. It's a dart at double 18. He's been trying to leave it all week, and he misses it for the title.
74.
Jimmy Van Ski to save his
requires
skin.
126.
What a moment for him. 126 for the match and get his name on that title.
Andreas Harrison's name's on that trophy, and he did it when Cam Crabtree was sat on a double. He took out a 1-2-1. Is this flashback vibes? Can Jimmy Van Ski do the same? Just needs the one treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the bull.
101.
Oh, unlucky.
Jeff requires 18.
18 is still not an easy finish, yeah? He's just got a lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double 4 for the match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
Well, just look what that means to Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith is the Super Series champion. £25,000, a place in the ADC Global Championship, and the 11th name on the Modus Super Series title. Jimmy Van Ski gave it his all. He missed a match dart, but the moment, the night, the series belongs to the silencer. It belongs to Jeff Smith.
Goodness me, what a final that was. Jimmy Van Ski had a dart at the bull to win it. The opportunity came and went, but Jeff Smith held his nerve, and in the tightest and the most crucial scenarios with 18 left, decided to split and then hit the double 4, which sees him become the 10th different name on the Modus Super Series trophy. He becomes the first North American player to pick up the title, and it's his first major televised triumph, almost 10 years after that BDO World Championship final defeat to Scott Waits. He is finally a major champion. He beats Jimmy Van Ski by 4 legs to 3 in the final. You could see the emotion from a man who is usually as cool as a cucumber. It is his biggest title to date, his biggest check to date, and he is going to add his name to that particular roll of honour. It began with Conan Whitehead. Luke Little had got his name on it a couple of times, and it now bears the name of Jeff Smith, who's speaking now on stage with Paul Nicholson.
Thank you, Henry. We have our champion from Series 11, the first North American to win a Super Series championship. Jeff, this must mean a hell of a lot to you.
Yeah, it's playing that game and all the crowd support Jimmy had. I wish I was Dutch, but at the same time, yeah, I'm thrilled. I can't even believe I got this.
I don't know if you're aware of this. I know your mind is probably in a bit of a tiz right now, but you won the series with the same shot as winning week 1. Maybe it was meant to be. Is 18 your new lucky number?
Yeah, I had 18 left. I had double 9. I said, no, there's no way. The last one won me. It was a split. I'm going 10 double 4, and here we are.
Your reputation has been built over the last 15, 20 years on finishing. You were 73% on finishing going into the final, and you were able to finish the job. You must be very proud of the way you've played tonight.
Yeah, that's my whole game. If I'm finishing well, I can beat any player in the world, and I know that. And if I could get my scoring up, I'd probably be a world champion someday. But tonight, I'm Moda Super Series champion. There we are.
You've got the gold medal. You're going to get the trophy pretty soon, £25,000, which is a lot more in Canadian dollars. That's going to buy you a lot of lobsters.
Yes, sir. My wife's happy. We're going to Korea in September, and we're going to have a great trip now.
Obviously, this comes with something else as well, an invitation to the ADC Global Championship. You said you could potentially be a world champion someday. Is there any reason why you can't be an ADC Global Champion?
Yeah, I can't wait for that. The spin-offs of playing Modus is unreal. To get to come back again for that now is there's another £60,000 at the table, and man, like, so happy you guys all came out tonight. Good support. I can't wait. Hopefully you're back in December.
What are you most proud of about the way you played tonight?
The finishing. I was against the throw a couple of times, and I was worried about that because I had a couple of really stout players against me, and found a way to win. As long as I get a shot at a double, I have a chance.
We were saying in commentary that if people gave you chances, they were in big trouble. And that's what your game is all about, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to give them any chances to begin with, but if they let me off the hook on a shot or here or there, then that's what I do. I just clean up.
After this World Cup in Korea, you've won the World Cup singles before, you'd like to win it again. We're going to see you back here in November for the ADC Global Championship. I know that everybody back in North America and Canada is going to be watching this saying, our boys just won it. You went one better than Jacob Taylor. Have you got anything to say to anybody over in North America watching you right now?
Yeah, Jacob Taylor is one of the best dart players in North America. Kind of made his bringing through the online darts and whatnot, but he came over here and he showed he could play, and this one's for him.
I'm not going to make you wait much longer because now we're going to go to our MC of the evening. It's time for the trophy presentation with our MC Polestar.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful, wonderful series of darts we have seen here at the Modus Live Lounge, and we're ready. Our champion's certainly ready, and it's trophy time. So receiving this fantastic trophy and £25,000, the new Modus Super Series champion, the silencer, Jeff Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, the 11th Modus Super Series champion, the silencer, Jeff Smith.